everyone, I am Mary Kate Luke. I'm the marketing specialist here at Hasmark Publishing International, and I am here today with my co-host, Jen Gibson. She is our best-selling director, and we're here today to introduce you to Michael Santana. He has written a really incredible children's book called What Ardie the Nose Now Knows. He's going to introduce us to it and chat a little bit more about it. So, Michael, what inspired the character of Ardie, and why is his message important for children?
So the character of Ardie actually came as a product of Froggy. So my wife and I, Venetia, they call her Vinny because no one can pronounce Venetia, and she came up with Froggy. Together we designed. I don't know if you can see him, but he's our main character, Froggy, who's also in the book. And Froggy's been out and about for about, I'd say, 10 years or more. And we decided that when we were just always chatting, that wouldn't it be cool if Froggy had friends, or if we can open up a world of Froggies? So how can we create that situation? And a book came to mind, but to be honest with you, the way Ardie came about was different. So I don't know if can I tell you a quick story? So one day we were sitting at the kitchen counter, and this piece of this milkweed, I think is what they call it, it landed on my hand, between my thumb and my finger, right on my hand. And I looked at it and I told my wife, wouldn't it be cool if this thing is going around landing from person to person and asking them, what the great secret of life is? I don't know where I got that idea, but it just showed up. And from that came the inspiration. I went out into the back where I have a private area where I sit on my little bench in the corner in the backyard, and I just started meditating, and the story just kind of came to life. So that's where Ardie came from.
Wow. What surprised you the most during the writing process?
What surprised me the most was the fact that it couldn't even happen the way it happened. A lot of it was inspired. When I was sitting on the bench, the whole story came to me at once, and then it was just a matter of writing it. I had never written a novel before, and I didn't know what it entailed, so it was just a surprise to me that if you can open up to inspiration, how it can actually happen.
Yeah, that's a really good sentiment. Now, who would you say that you wrote this book for? I know obviously it's a children's book, but who would you say your target audience is?
So originally, when I was writing the book, initially Ardie was a boy. So, but that kind of changed quickly. Like I said, I just opened myself up to inspiration, and then that got slapped out of my mind real quick, and he turned into an aardvark, a creature. So I wrote it with, at the time, at the moment when I'm saying that he was a boy, I thought of my own son, and I thought of all the children in our family. We have a huge family. I was thinking of them the whole time, how they would relate to something that I'm writing as an adult. So that's what I was really writing for. But the target audience is, I say 9 to 99 plus, because I wanted it to be universal. I want it to reach as many people as can be reached, because it's a story about all of us. If you notice, every story, every movie that you watch has a hero in it, and we kind of resonate with the hero always. And that's what I wanted to do, was resonate in the hero and everyone. The unknowing heroes that we are, because we don't know that we are until we start affecting lives, and then all of a sudden, like, hey, I can relate to that guy. So that's who I really was writing it for.
What was the most difficult part of the book to write, and why?
So when I started writing the book, again, I've never written a novel like that before. 75% of the way in, I realized that I didn't have a way out, so I didn't really plan the exit. So I got jittery. I actually got nervous. I was like, what am I doing? I don't even, I know you have to have a beginning, middle, and end, but I didn't think it through. So that was the toughest part, was how do you get out of this? Because the story's writing itself as you go along. You're totally going by inspiration, right? So the information's coming, but when you start thinking logically about it, your left brain kicks in. It's like, okay, how does this end? So that's where it got scary for me.
It's tough. It's always so tough to wrap things up, especially when you get so emotionally invested in what you're writing about too.
Right. But I've learned a lot, I'll tell you right now.
It's great. So it's good to have a learning experience like that. Now, what would you say makes this story unique and sets it apart from others?
In terms of unique, I would say it's a story about creatures and animals, right? And it's based on the not too distant future. And these animals have the power of imagination, which the animals in our world right now do not. And they have it because it was taken away from humankind, which wasn't using it correctly. So they were given a shot to be able to use imagination and see how they can make the world a better place. I think that's the unique spin on it.
When does your book launch, and how can people get a hold of a copy?
So that makes me nervous that you're just even asking me that. I got butterflies when you ask me that, because it's right around the corner. It's May 10th, and so we're busy working on the launch, but it just feels like it's like right there.
It's
exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the book will be available on Amazon for people.
Right.
So it'll be on Amazon and on my website, which is michaelsantana.co. It's not michaelsantana.com. If you go there, it's going to be the voiceover guy that does all the Spanish stuff for Telemundo and Univision. And he's a great guy, but that's not me. It's michaelsantana.co. And the book will be available there as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael, for chatting with us today. We're so excited for people to get the book in their hands and to learn more about Ardie and his story.
Thank you guys for this opportunity. It's a pleasure, and you guys are the best.
Thank you.